So I'm not very good on weed. I don't know about you guys. Is that how you know that I'm not good at it? I'm on weed, the hard stuff. I've only been on it a few times. I'm not on it right now. I know some of you might be thinking that I'm on weed, but I'm not on weed. What do you call it? This is like for when I 21 Jump Street. I gotta know the lingo. I'm like, hey, you kids on weed too? Kids, are you on weed this period as well? What's the lingo? Is it high? Being high? Yeah, I'm not great at being high, I guess. So this is a story. I guess I haven't told the story before. But the last time I ever smoked weed, it was during the pandemic. I was on a date. You couldn't really go anywhere, so you would just go to people's houses. So she came to my place. It was lovely. We were hanging out, watching TV, and then she smokes weed, I guess. She's like, let's smoke weed. And I'm like, I'm not great on it. I go, I'm not. I gave her the warning. I go, I'm not great on it. And she goes, on it? No, I'm just kidding. I go, fuck you, you too? No. Yeah, I go, I'm not great on it. She's like, no, come on, it'll be fun. I'm like, okay. She's really wanted to do it. I'm like, okay. So then I did it. I did it. I went. And then what happens always happens, So then I just kind of like, I go in. I just went in. And the thing about a first date is you kind of have to talk. It's kind of like the major thing on dates is you have to talk to people. And she's talking, but she's talking at me, and I'm just going in. And then I can't even, like, I'm in my mind, I'm like, talk, you have to talk, like. Yeah, but I couldn't even do it, I was like trapped in my own body. I couldn't talk to her. I was in there, I was like, let me out! I was pounding my eyeballs, like, let me out! And she's talking, and I'm giving her nothing, and I'm just like sinking into the couch more and more. And then I don't know, I lost track, I don't know how time ceased to exist, like I don't know how long it's been. And at a certain point, I just hear she's like, so, I'm gonna go? I didn't even respond to that. I was just on the couch. And I just watched her grab her purse. I didn't even say bye or anything. She just is like, I'm gonna go. She's functional. Like, it's nothing to her. It's like chewing gum, Whereas, like, I'm trapped in my own body. I'm in a float tank of flesh. And then she just leaves and then closes the door, and I'm just left to myself on the couch. And then I hear birds, and it's sunshine. I guess I slept. And then I wake up, and I'm like, oh, that was so embarrassing, and now I'm living my life and stuff, and I'm playing music, and I love music more than anything else in the world. Like, it's the form of art that I love the most. I'll go to museums, and I'll look at paintings, and they don't do anything for me. Like, I'm like, yeah, it looks like a ship. But it doesn't move me at all. Like, I'm envious of people who go to a museum and they can just stand in front of it for like 10 minutes. Like, even magic eyes don't do much for me. And that's like a dolphin when you cross your eyes. This doesn't turn into anything. Art does nothing for me. Like, painted art, it does nothing. But music affects me in such a way. Like, it can change my mood. I'm just so in tune with music. I love it so much. It's part of who I am. So I was playing music, and it wasn't doing anything to me. Like, it was weird. Like, I couldn't. And I started panicking. I'm like, did I smoke myself out of music? Because normally I hear a song and I vibe and I dance to it and it hits my soul with a certain vibration, but it's like food that tastes like nothing. And then I started panicking, and then I went to the next song and it wouldn't do anything. And then I'd go to my favorite song and it wouldn't do anything. And I would force myself to dance like maybe I can push start a manual or something, Like, if I start dancing, I'll catch the wave. And I'm just like trying to dance, and it's not coming to me. And I'm like, fuck, did I just ruin music by smoking with this chick? And then finally, I got it back. I got my vibes and stuff back. And I feel like they should bring me to tell kids about drugs with this story. This is the best. This isn't like you're gonna jump off a building. This is the most real example of what could happen. This is the best scared straight. Kids will be like, whoa, weed made this guy retarded? I don't want that. I'm like, I couldn't dance for 3 days, guys. You don't want that. And you're like, I love dancing, I don't want to. That was fun. True story. When it comes to dating, I feel like, can we just normalize saying, I don't see this moving forward? Can we make it like Shark Tank? You know what I mean? That should be normalized. Just like, and for these reasons, I'm out. Or just leave coffee. Just leave coffee, saves everybody some time. Everyone knows what's up. There's no purgatory. Like this whole, like, we should be friends, let's still be friends. That's like a double whammy. It's like you already don't want to fuck the guy. Now you want to waste his time as well? It's like turning the knife. Oh, I get no pussy and I get to burn my weekends? Awesome! Thank you! Friends are so hard to come by. Oh, I remember back in the day when my brother, he would give me the worst wedgie I've ever had in my life. Like an atomic wedgie, just fucking over my head, into my ass. And like that's what women wear to the gym today. That's crazy. That's like my lowest moment in life. My lowest low is everyday wear for ladies nowadays. When you gotta get up and go and, you know, go to Bristol Farm and Whole Foods. The worst wedgie I've ever had in my life is $200 at Lululemon. Like if you shit your pants, it would just split it like a bandsaw. Like, I'm like, oh no, not here. Not at Pilates. Just fucking cut it in half. At least men, when we shit our pants, it just fucking thuds. You know, it's all in one piece. You can shake it out. If it's raw denim, you have an hour before you gotta go to a toilet. It just sits in there, you know, nobody knows. Those Lululemons, everyone, the whole city knows. The worst day of my life is the fashion statement. It's funny. Okay. So Sophie Rain, she's like an OnlyFans girl. She donated $1 million to Mr. Beast's like clean water foundation thing, which is like really cool. That's a lot of money. And I read OnlyFans, it generates $6.6 billion a year. That's so much money. And it got me thinking, like they should do like a We Are the World type thing with OnlyFans creators to raise money for malaria or something. So they're like on a soundstage getting fucked, like, oh, some guys are like, oh yeah, you like that? Oh. And they're like, when you come, you're coming for a good cause. You're not just coming because her tits are rad. You're coming for malaria. You're coming. And it's called Horny for Humanity. Guys at home are like, oh, I'm doing something. This is for the children. For world hunger. I was doing it for nothing, but now it's something. Oh, just one drop can make a difference. Oh, we did it, society. We are the world. I don't know why they have headsets on while they're getting fucked. Just, we are the children. You could buy it at the CD stores, just the audio version of them getting fucked. Oh, yeah. Does anybody do that? Like Audible? Like, I just like listening to porn. I don't. Because then my imagination gets to go wild. It's sort of like, you know, instead of reading, you know, people who watch the movie 50 Shades of Grey, the book is better because your imagination. So I like to hear the studio porn. I like how un-PC Telemundo is. You know what I mean? Like their comedy shows, they'll just have a little person come out with a lollipop. And everyone's like, this is hilarious. Like it's 2025, and they're like, this is fucking hysterical. He's a man, but he's like a child, he's tiny. No one's writing into Telemundo like, hey, they're like, this is our culture, this is what we do. We make fun of adult little people on Telemundo. This is how we... I always... Peter Dinklage is interesting. Right? It's an interesting case. I love Peter Dinklage, but he's sort of this champion for little people getting respectable parts and all that stuff. And he thinks he's like Jackie Robinson, where it's going to be these floodgates of all these little people roles, but every little person role just goes to Peter Dinklage. He's the only one who's benefiting from this thing. So if you're a little person, you'd be like, I have to be an elf, but this fucking guy gets everything how is this helping us? It's not like there's a ton of little people like there's CSI little people now. There's a dead body, and he's like, what do we got here? The photographer is a little person too. They're like, there he is, the criminal's a little person. Just the entire world is little people. They go into the bar, and he's like, yeah, can I help you? The bartender's a little person. What if they get into the cop car and it's smaller? It's like a go-kart? All right, that's too much. That's the line. Okay, that's good to know. See, you guys aren't giving me the grace that Telemundo gives their performers. Ladies, guys don't care about heels or nails. Just want to let you guys know that. And if they do, they're gay. It's a hard truth. So you don't have to do it. You're doing it for you, or you're doing it for your friends. Guys don't care. No guys like, that's the shade. My tie's red. Who would care? What guys like? I wish you were an inch taller right now. You're like half an inch shorter than you normally are. Yeah, what guy wants you to be taller too? We need all the help we can get. What guy's like, I need to be shorter? It's weird. Sometimes you'll experience racism in odd places that you wouldn't expect. Like the other day, I was on Google Maps in my car, and I punched in home, and it said India. That was... I go, I'm not even Indian. He's like, same difference. I go, what? It's a new update, I guess. It's a new racist Google update. So I have sink flies at home. They'll come up through the drain, you know, and then I Googled them, like, how do I get rid of them? And it said boil hot water, and pour it in the drain. So I did that. I put like a tea kettle on, I boiled up some water, I poured it down the drain, and then I just thought about that sink fly, like in the drain, just like, it's great in here. There's food. Yeah, this is awesome. Hey, there's like apples. Check this out. And then just the most horrible death. And then I turned the garbage disposal on too, because it was the best life. Just like, hey, yeah, there's food. I felt bad, but they gotta go. They gotta get out of my place. Am I the bad guy? I gotta coexist with sink flies? Is that how woke you guys are? I gotta live with the sink flies? I just blame it on woke. Anytime a joke doesn't work, you guys woke? Okay, too real? I go free speech. My bit about sink flies. You wanna silence me about sink flies? Okay, did the sink fly thing. Did you know that Hall & Oates broke up? Yeah, they broke up. They broke up in 2023. It's kind of weird when a band breaks up way past the time anyone would care. Right? It's like your parents getting divorced when you're 40. They're like, we're getting divorced. I know this is hard on you. And you're like, I guess. I'll be okay. Yeah, it's tough. Like, it's tough for fans because before you would go see Hall & Oates, but now you have to see Hall or Oates. You don't have unlimited finances. You're like, fuck, do I go to Hall or do I go to Oates? I can't afford both. You didn't know how good you had it back in the day. You were getting Hall and Oates for the price of one? Now you've got to divvy it up. You know they're probably like shitting on each other too. Like at the concert, they're like, you know, this song reminds me of the day Daryl was being a real fucktard. He showed up at the studio 2 hours late. 30 minutes I can understand, there's traffic and stuff, but 2 hours? Total disrespect. And I wrote this ditty. Oh, I can't go for that, no can do. That's how that song came to be. He was late to the studio. He's like, I'll show him. This fucker. That was like a trick question. She's like, guys, you know how cum tastes? You're like, I've heard. My girlfriend has told me. I can imagine. I feel like the higher a person plays the bass guitar, the better they are at it. Right? Like, if you see an older man with like a bass up to here, he's about to melt your face off. Down here, you want it up here. Sometimes it's so good, it's up here. Like, oh fuck, this guy's good. It's above his head.